It is patch time, and you know what that means? It means there's a patch. So let's get into it. For the iRacing UI in general, the current iRacing season and race week number are now displayed in the iRacing UI. It's pretty cool. Sidebar. As the user navigates the app's sidebar, the app will remember and auto-navigate the user to the sections that were previously visited. In the store, a new page with items from the official iRacing? From the official iRacing shop is now available in the store section of the iRacing UI. I didn't know there was a. I don't use the UI. I didn't even know they had a store section. I guess I need to start getting acquainted with that thing. For hosted, a new option has been added to the Create a Race interface. Start race with qualifying tire choice. This forces all participants to begin the race session with the same tire type with which they performed their qualifying with. If the participant did not complete qualifying, they may select any available type tire. I thought that was already a thing, but guess not. Resolved an issue where deleting a heat race configuration for a future scheduled hosted session was causing an error when attempting to edit the future hosted session. For hosted AI, fixed an issue where registering then withdrawing from your own hosted AI racing session would carry over the AI opponent amount slider from the session to subsequently registered sessions. AI opponent rosters fixed an issue where adjustments to AI car sponsors are not being saved. For Time Attack, a button has been added to the results section to download the Time Attack results as a CSV file. In the Paint Shop, a new sponsor, Force Dynamics, has been added to the Paint Shop. For weather, fix an issue where the temperature and humidity icons were swapped. Alright, so for the simulation race servers, the iRacing server farm name is now displayed on the info page on the session screen and is also included in the message shown when the show latency control is used. For team racing, fixed a rare issue that could occur when the current driver and team member both tried to pull the current driver from the car at the same time. The two requests could interfere with each other, leading to a stuck vehicle or other unpredictable results. Oof. For AI drivers have improved their skills with the new Porsche. Is that the new one? Yeah, that's the new one. Is that a new one? I think that's the new one. I don't know. It's a Porsche. AI drivers have received additional training entering the pits at Bristol. AI drivers have received additional training entering the final pit stall at the Sebring Club layout. For graphics, the video memory usage slider should now better account for the use of speed tree. For rendering, sunset specular map lighting on tracks and cars has been adjusted to remove a strange greenish tint that could appear, and environment specular mapping at very low sun angles has been adjusted slightly. I wonder if that's going to get rid of that nuked sky look. For lighting, fix an issue with a lighting pop at sunrise and sunset at several older tracks, such as Laguna Seca, which haven't been upgraded with the newest shaders. For driver animations, pedal animations. Man, God, what is wrong with me today? You know, I haven't had enough coffee yet. That's what's wrong with me. Pedal animations should now use the raw throttle position from the user instead of the processed signal. This should prevent things like ECU engine cuts and traction control from producing impossible movements from the pedals. Fix an issue with excessive foot movements during auto blips for GT3 cars that have driver gas and brake animations. And for the spotter, it fixed a grammar issue in a spotter message. Alright, on to the cars. For ARCA, fix an issue where the inside windshield frame was showing exterior reflections. And a lot of these are going to have iRacing setups updated. I'm just going to go over, I'm just going to bypass those. For the Audi RS3, the unused license plate has been removed from the interface model. For the M4 GT3 Beamer, fix a texture issue with a screw on the front fender grille. And for the M4 Beamer, fix the new damage model. Wheel damage properties have been updated. For the IR18 IndyCar, driver view has been shifted up slightly. For the new Ferrari, we just got the 488. The rear splitter has been updated with the latest design, and the Ferrari logo has been updated for certain camera distances. For the Formula V, the level of detail settings for the driver have been updated to prevent the driver's head from disappearing at long camera distance. The same goes for the Lotus 49. For the McLaren 570S, for the new damage model, wheel damage properties are updated. For the 87 Cup cars, fix an issue where the cars are not loading with road tires at Mount Washington. For the Porsche Cayman, for the new damage model, wheel damage properties have been updated and fixed an issue with the display glass. For the 911 GT3 Cup, the 992 adjusted the gridding order of this vehicle for multi-class sections, fixed an issue with a flipped pit sign. The texture mapping of the B-pillars has been updated and may now be painted, and the interface model for this car has been updated. And for the 911 GT3 Porsche, the reflectivity of the windshield has been adjusted. For the Spec Racer Ford, when the auto blip driving aid is enabled, downshift blips have been dramatically improved. For the street stock, steering wheels should now rotate properly when viewed from external cameras. And for the V8 supercar, the Holden, the texture map of the B-pillars and nose vents have been updated and may now be painted. Custom paint schemes will need to have their textures adjusted using the new template for this car. And then on to tracks. For Barber, the steam filler plane's been adjusted to unblock the turn 14 tunnel. For Spa, some crowd members have had their attention redirected toward a track. For Hickory, environment cube map location has been updated. For Hungaroring, brake markers are updated, bumps have been smoothed out at the blue merge line and before the inner curbing at turn 6. The track rules tab has been updated with images, the track camera set has been updated, and a variety of environment artwork has been updated. For Kansas Speedway, smoothed a bump on the apron between turn 1 and turn 2. For Lime Rock, patched some seams. For Mount Washington, fixed an issue where a sinister shadowy beam could be seen emitting from the peak of Mount Washington on certain graphic settings. For Okayama, a gap filler texture has been lowered to prevent overlapping the pond. Dirt staining intensity on the track surface has been reduced. For Olden Park, fix an issue with the International without Britons and the International without Hislop config names were swapped. Road Atlanta detail settings and a variety of objects have been updated so they render correctly based on graphic settings. A gap filler model has been added to help hide seams in the world. Light maps and some environmental objects are updated. Some event vehicles have been updated, and the Michelin Tower has been updated with new level of detail models and textures, and the crowd visibility settings have been updated. And then finally, for Laguna Seca, fix a piece of curbing that could cause snagging on the outside of turn 10. Alright. Nice little update today. Hopefully that was informative and helped you out. Alright, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Please like, favorite, subscribe. Take it easy.